Awesome, bro. Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. And again, this is episode 25, dude. Episode 25 of the Spotlight series here at Lucid Tempo. And once again, this is where we talk about all the trending topics in dance music and showcase upcoming platforms, music, and artists. And it's really great to have you, bro, just because if you look at our past episodes, a lot of it is just DJs. Mm-hmm. And when Robert and I started this whole thing together, you know, getting our gear, doing the podcast, we wanted to not just limit it just to DJs. We wanted to get all perspectives of the dance music scene, whether you're a manager, whether you're a booking agent, whether you're someone that's throwing a show, or whether you're just somewhat involved in the scene. Yeah. I feel like we want to bring you on here and we want to tap into that perception. And once again, Daniel, this is a co-founder, or one of the co-founders, or you're the actual co-founder?
Yeah, for Revival, it's myself. Like,
oh, right on,
like
for sure.
Birthed idea coming out.
Well, hey, man, congrats for being, being the owner of that, because, having a business and shit like that, it's a lot of hard work, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So congrats.
Thank you.
You've been doing a lot of good stuff out there. I've gone to a couple shows. I think the first time I actually had met you, in person, to actually get to know you, I actually played at the Ounces and Friends show. It was actually maybe a month or 2 weeks before the pandemic.
It was two, because we had one more show after that, and we were jazzed about the next one too. It was gonna be a doozy, and then
the pandemic hit. Yeah, so this was around, I want to say February, March 2020. I met the whole team. I got to play for them at the show. It was me, Segura, Bass Tactic, Mystic, and Ounces. It was a great night. Shout out to everybody that played. It was such a great set. The energy there was pretty tight. If you guys go through my Instagram, you guys can go through the older posts. You can see actually a clip of how it went. Mm-hmm. Ounces and Friends, I believe, was the name of the event.
Yeah, there was a secret DJ too, but we just can't say it. You gotta look at the video history.
Right on, for sure. And that's what happens when you go to a Revival event. A bunch of surprising shit happens. You never know who comes through. Yeah. Thank you for your time, Daniel. Honestly, it means a lot. Just to have you come through and talk a little bit more about, your way of throwing events. Building a community. Bringing shows to the Inland Empire, which I think is very important. That way. A lot of times, there's a lot of shows that are happening in Los Angeles, and a lot of times people like myself and a lot of other people watching that are in Inland Empire, they don't want to make the drive to LA sometimes. Maybe I'm trying to get fucked up, and maybe I don't want to make that crazy long of a drive, maybe on a 0.008 under the influence level. So I think it's always a good service whenever we do see Inland Empire shows pop up, because it just makes it easier for everyone to attend that's here in Inland Empire. Mm-hmm. And because I've always noticed, over there, when I try to play shows in LA or an hour away from where I'm at, mm-hmm. it gets a little harder to get people to go out there because of the drive. But
it's difficult.
We work on it, though. We work on it. And mm-hmm. again, appreciate you, all that you've done to throw shows out here. Before we actually do get into, a little bit more deeper in details to what you do and everything, I actually do want to do another segment. I actually want to do a segment with you called Quick Hits, which is a reoccurring segment that we do with all of our guests. And it's pretty much you getting timed and answering these questions, and then trying to see if you get the highest speed record of answering these questions. But these questions are not difficult. Okay. A lot of these are no brainers. So you hear the question, you answer it just right away. I mean, it's again, a lot of it's no brainer. The shorter the answer is, the quicker the speed record is. So just a little tip.
All right.
But also too, for whoever's watching, before we get into the segment, thank you guys for tuning in. We love all the support. We have a bunch of updates coming up. I'm really excited to share with y'all. Not this episode, but upcoming episodes. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, a bunch of upgrades. I'm really excited to share with y'all. Not today, but soon in the future. And please subscribe to the the channel, and please give us a thumbs up on the video. And we're also on SoundCloud as well. So if you don't want to watch the video on YouTube, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to watch the video and look at our pretty faces and shit, you can hear our dumb ass voices. You can hear our voices on SoundCloud, and that's available for either YouTube or SoundCloud. So again, there's choices for y'all. Just want to let y'all know, and it's everything in the description as well. So appreciate you, Daniel. Are you ready to start? Are you ready to start the Quick Hits segment?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see.
Awesome.
I'll probably fumble, but let's go.
Nah, I think you do great, bro. Right. Nothing too complex. It's just, again, just a lot of it's no-brainer. So We'll get it going. Once again, this is Quick Hits here at Lucid Temple of the Spotlight series. Thank you guys so much for the support. We mean a lot. It means a lot. Trust. So let's get it. Let's get it started. All right, so here we go. First question. What is your social media handle?
Ooh, Revival_events.
Favorite DJ software?
Ooh, FL.
FL?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Age you started at?
Oh, Shit. We'll talk about the scene, I guess. I was like 23, 24.
23, 24?
Yeah,
All right,
somewhere
for sure.
around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite genre of music?
Don't do that. I love an amalgam of music.
Let's keep it dance music related.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
for
dance
sure,
music,
for sure.
like house.
House, all right. Favorite streaming platform? Spotify, all right.
Yeah.
Favorite BPM?
See, that's where it gets crazy.
It does get crazy.
This is gonna totally contradict like my favorite genre, but then we'll go on 75.
All right. Oh wow. All right.
I love drum and bass.
All right.
And then, I like liquid too. So like
liquid drum and bass.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's my fucking fave, bro.
Ghoul told me, he's like, man, you know what? Liquid drum and bass is just like house sped up, or sped up.
House sped up. Nah, I fucking love liquid drum and bass.
No, he loves it though. He's a good jokester though. He's a good jokester. I love it. But yeah, I like that.
Special skill.
Could
be anything.
I guess I'm a barber.
Barber. All right, bet. We'll take it. Like I said, you guys can go get a cut from him. First festival.
First festival is going to be Beyond 2015.
Why?
Like,
what was your first festival?
I needed to find myself.
Okay.
Short and simple.
All right, cool. I like the answer. What is your dream festival?
Ooh, Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
the one over there in Belgium, right?
Yeah, Belgium.
All right, for sure.
I want to go. I want to groove with everybody. I want to see everybody's flags. It's all about connectivity.
Hey, every time I see those live streams, you always see the flags. They all come from everywhere, dude. Everywhere.
It's beautiful.
Like, that's what I love about Tomorrowland. That separates EDC. Is I mean, don't get me wrong. EDC, you still get a bunch of international people coming through, but Belgium, it's like you see the flags. Like, they're repping the flags of where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And Mexico, Canada, Germany, France. Like, you just see a bunch of flags. It's a whole global reunion, which I really like about Tomorrowland. I respect that answer, bro. Honestly,
thank you.
Good shit, bro. That was the end of Quick Kids segment. I think you did a really great job. If you want to see how you did, you go. I mean, we'll have this video up on Friday. This upcoming Friday, yeah. So you'll be able to see the actual time record, like on the top left of the video. So you'll see how fast you did. But yeah, dude. Once again, thank you for coming through to the Spotlight series of episode 25. It's crazy, man. I never thought we would get to episode 25 in this frame.
Yeah.
Just because, a lot of times as we get older, we get a little bit more occupied. A lot of distractions.
Yeah.
Personally for me, I'm 25, and so when you're 25, it's like there's a bunch of things that kind of come at you, in terms of like different life angles. So I'm honestly just really blessed that Robert and I are still, staying consistent with this platform. Still bringing in people, because a lot of times I see platforms, they start up and they get it going for the first 2-3 episodes, and next thing it's just you don't really see much activity. You don't see much activity after that. Yeah. So once again, I'm really blessed for all the hard work that Robert's done with our platform. I'm really blessed for all the guests that have come through these past episodes, DJs, promoters, managers, event coordinators like yourself as well. And so really blessed, man. But enough about what we've been doing. I want to talk a little bit more about what you've been doing, bro. You, Daniel, co-founder of Revival Events. Just to sum it up, you've been throwing shows in San Bernardino for a couple years now, since 2017, trying to build that community. I already have a community too, growing constantly there in San Bernardino. And so I wanted to bring you on here on the Spotlight series just to get a little bit more of a deeper detail as to what is that you really do when you throw events. How'd you start throwing events? What got you passionate about the dance music scene? Growing a community, all those kinds of things I really want to know, because I feel like me and you can relate to a bunch of different things, and relate. It's just I really want to know, man. Like, what came about Revival, and what made you want to get into throwing shows and all that?
Well, from finding myself in 2015. Okay. Like, I'd always loved dance music. It was a part of me, but I grew up mostly like alt kid. Alternative rock, like emo, metal, like the whole, everything there, right?
Right.
But I always had that side of dance music that I loved. I think my first track was Daft Punk. Around the World. I love that video.
All right, for sure.
Around the World, and oh my God, it just got me. That Benny Benassi, stuff like that.
Okay, I got you.
That was kind of what was playing, and but when I actually jumped into the scene, I think it was end of 2014. I just was listening to a lot of Cascade, and I think that's why I have to say House it's my favorite. It got me through a time.
You know, around that time. Well, around what year was that? Would you say you were getting into it?
End of 2014.
End of 2014.
And then
okay.
My first festival, like 2015.
Yeah, you know, around that time, a lot of that music that you were listening to, a lot of it was still primarily, you know, 128, 130 shit. You know, so house, electro house, progressive, big room. Big room was like the biggest shit happening. Yeah. Fucking shout out Sandro Silva and Martin Garrix, Animals, all that shit. Dude.
Yeah. Dude.
So yeah, I could definitely feel why you say yes to house music is like your first introduction or like your first stamp into like actually getting a little bit more involved with the scene. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. And then everything all led to you throwing your own events and everything too.
Yeah, you know, like I fell in love with the production. Like it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience, you know. And then hanging out with my friends and getting the experiences that we had, you know. Like I was chilling with Ghoul, you know, from Sub Factory. You know,
right
we always
on.
used to hang out and, you know, do our thing. All the family, we all get together and chill. Like we're all homies, you know. And
all right.
It's just long nights of music and eating and like drawing and just chilling and vibing with each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And, from there, it was kind of like, you know, they were DJing, you know, had our other homie Algene, he was spinning, and then Jay started fucking around on it. He's always been doing this. He's another jack of all trades, you know what I mean?
All right, right on.
So he started going ahead and doing his jazz, and I was super jazzed about it, and I was like, you know what, like, I love this. Like, it was exactly what I needed in my life, and I wanted everybody to be able to feel the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
It was like magic. And there was just one day we were all chilling. I was like, you know what, I think I want to throw events. And Jay's like, well, I've been DJing. Algene's been DJing. Like, we're all kind of doing it. He's like, I think that'd be sick, you know? And I was like, all right, cool. And like on my end, I was thinking like, what do I want? You know, like I missed out on the scene. So I wanted to like, that's why I was like, okay, revival. Cause like I wanted to revive that feel of the 90s, you know, have everybody like peace, love, unity, and respect. And they can go somewhere, you know, but like it goes through the same thing of like rock, you know, like you had your own thing there cause you were safe with your people. You know, you went to that music because you all felt the same. You had all the same kind of angst or the same kind of anger, you know, but you knew you were safe there. So I knew it was the same thing with dance music too. And for the most part, like everybody has like mixed, you know, feeling on music and shared energies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was beautiful because it's like they all listen to the same shit anyways, whether it was rock or whether it was dance. You know, we just wanted to feel safe.
Right.
So I wanted that community, like bringing everybody together so we can feel love, share it, and dance and feel safe, you know? That's like the whole like my perspective on like why I wanted to start doing it, you know what I mean?
I feel like that could be for sure I feel like that could be a lot of people's especially myself, you know, once I start before I start throwing events, that's like some of the feelings that are some of the objectives and things that I wanted to implement when I start throwing events is like, you know, when people come, I want them to feel welcomed, I want them to feel safe, I want them to feel dance music. I want him to feel dance music the same way I felt it. Yeah. And so, and you know this, a lot of times that comes with, you know, how you curate the lineup, how you know, make the themes for certain events, where you have the event of the location. I mean, so you're based right now in Highland, right? Or I'm sorry,
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Yeah.
So, because it could have been anywhere. It could have been anywhere. So, Inland Empire, San Bernardino, like, was that your first location as to where you wanted to do things? Yeah. Okay.
Always. We first started in the backyard of fucking Muscoy. It's like 10 minutes down. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes down from where we're at the Elks right now.
Okay. Because you have it at the Elks, right?
Yeah, we have it at the Elks Lodge right now, also known as Madhouse for all the old school homies in the scene.
Madhouse. I'd always see Madhouse throw events like all the time, and like they'd always honestly, look, I'm not trying to diss, but like the flyers would always look like hella psychedelic looking.
Yeah,
and, like,
back when it was going quite.
Yeah, and I would always see. I never actually had gone to a Madhouse event, but I would see that was that movement happening. Like, around that time. Yeah.
So they ended up dubbing that place like Madhouse. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's cool. You know, we're doing frequencies there right now, and it's been a cool run. You know.
That's cool. So every week is that
every other week right now.
Every other week, okay.
Yeah, so every other week. Stay tuned for that one.
Right.
But yeah, like we were birthed like in the backyard. You know what I mean? And I felt
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but for me it was great that it was still there. We were able to do it there in San Bernardino. But I always had that too, because since like I said, I wanted to bring stuff back. Like San Bernardino was a hit for music, dude, for dance music.
Was especially. It really?
Yeah. Back in the day, they had the Thunderdome, you know, down where Hudson and Gotham was. That was all still San Bernardino, you know what I mean?
No, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, you're right, yeah.
It's like, you got some history there, like some roots there, you know. Even like on Netflix, if you watch XOXO, there's a scene, you know, and he's like, he's talking about the imaginary DJ there, you know, and they're like, yeah, I knew him when he was fucking playing shitty warehouse shows in San Bernardino. You know what I mean? It's a part of the culture. It's part of that history, and I wanted to like let people know, like, we're out here. You know, you don't have to go to, like you said, you don't have to go to LA. You can come here in the IE in your hometown and have a good time. You know, like, raving was a big part of here, you know?
You think that's one of the reasons why main reason why you started throwing shows in San Bernardino is because there wasn't that much of that happening there?
Nah.
Because I feel like that was the biggest reason.
The other thing, too. You had to go to fucking, no dissing, but OC, you know? You had to go to Wasted all the way out there. You had to go to LA if you wanted to, you know, hit up anything of the Insomniac events, or if you wanted to do drum and bass, you go to freaking, it was Los Globos or Dragonfly.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Over there for Respect Thursdays.
Man, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you had to go. You had to get out of your hometown. And like you said, you don't want to go and have a good time and worry about a DD or worrying about an Uber all the way back here. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you've gotten this a lot of times too, and I've gotten this a lot of times too. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure a lot of other promoters that throw EDM shows that have grown in the community will say the same thing. A lot of people appreciate when there's events close and in Inland Empire, man. Like, yeah. Again, the biggest thing about trying to go to a show, an event, is planning and how to get there. Yeah. And if you can make that process simpler and much more shorter and easier, you get that better, much of a rate people going to your events. Mm-hmm. Like, that's one of the things too. This is a problem that I would come across when I would just DJ, like, outside of not even just throwing shows with Lowen, like with Husky, when I would play shows outside of the Inland Empire. I always felt like it was the people that I would contact, or the people that would like see my shows outside of Inland Empire, they wouldn't tell me, but I could tell that it was a challenge for them to try to make it out there, because, you know, whether if it was like an hour and a half away from them, you know, a lot of times it's like, all right, is it worth for me to drive out an hour and a half to, you know, to go to this event and stuff? Yeah. And again, I think making the events here much more closer in Inland Empire, it's just it's much more better. And not only that, it's just I was born in Paramount. Mm-hmm. I lived in Downey for my first 3 years, moved out here in Moreno Valley in 1999. My parents moved out here, you know, obviously I went with them on baby and shit. So in 1999, you know, I was pretty much already engraved in Inland Empire, Moreno Valley here. Yeah. So I looked around and I was like, look, all these fucking people talking shit about how you can't throw EDM shows and shit, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I took that as a challenge. Michael Jordan, I took that as a personal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people kept on telling me, and I especially too when I was growing up in high school, when I started out DJing, a lot of time, and even Robert and my other homie that we know as well, Mark, aka Segura, like we would DJ these parties, outside of school, or we even do the school lunches, and trying to implement dance music, electronic music to the rest of the public, like it's a challenge. Because it's not shit that the radio or like the media pushes onto people for what's hot in music. Yeah. So like it's just a challenge trying to bring an EDM crowd together in the Inland Empire. So that challenge kind of motivated me to be like, nah, fuck that. Like, it can't be like this. Yeah. It shouldn't be like this. And then after, you know, learning, you know, from your first show, you learn a lot of things too when you're DJing. Like, you learn from other promoters, you learn from other events as a DJ. You're like, okay, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do this better. Or if not better, I could do this in a way where it could grow and we could learn.
Exactly. To capacity that you like.
Yes, exactly. And so, you know, when starting Low End, which was back in 2018, we started doing our first shows, and I was like, okay, obviously the whole promotion throwing events is a little bit it's different from DJing. But this is shit that I could learn and get better at. And over time, like when I was throwing shows, my biggest thing was like, I want to build a community. I want people to come here, like-minded, to hear to hear the dopest fucking music and dance music, whether that's trap, like trap, bass house, dubstep, German bass. Like, I just want people to know that if they were to go to either a revival or a low-end show, that they're promised and welcome, that, or any other show, you know, even my other partners at Retrospect, Odyssey, anyone that's throwing shows in Empire, I feel like it's our responsibility. At least that's my responsibility when I'm throwing shows. You know, it's making sure they're welcomed, and I've said this earlier, making sure they're welcome, making sure they're safe, making sure that they could have fun with the experience, and convincing them that you know they want to come back. and get that experience. And it's such a great feeling when they come, you see the smile, you see the laughter, you see the pictures, people having a great time, and you look around, it's like, damn, like my team and I did this, and like, they're all having fun. The DJs they're doing their thing, and it's a different appreciation towards the dance music scene when you see things from the promoter, event coordinator side of things. Because when you're a DJ, you're just worried about like, oh, I'm trying to DJ over here, I'm trying to DJ over there, blah blah blah. When you're an event coordinator, it's like, okay, you're not being as selfish. You actually want to provide a bit more opportunities for, not just DJs, but maybe even flow artists, or just more people, getting more people involved.
Okay,
besides just DJs. Because again, when we look at DJs, and I'm gonna diss myself too, like. And a lot of DJs think this, and I can see why. Like, we're the rock stars, right?
Yeah.
When we go to the show, we're playing, we're gonna feel like rock stars.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, that doesn't sum up all of EDM, like DJs.
No. Yeah.
I think there's more than just DJing or just the DJs. There's production teams. There's security that run it. There's the people that run the vendors for food and everything. It's the whole overall team that's creating this event. Putting on a show, which is, and the DJ does a lot of it. Don't get me wrong, but let's not forget about every other crew member that's making this event smooth and fun as possible.
Exactly. It takes a team.
It takes a team. It's not just a DJ that provides everything. It's a team thing, team effort.
Yeah.
And you know this, and I just wish a lot more DJs knew this too. That it's not just about us. It's about everyone else as well. Whether that's a bouncer, security guard, blah blah blah. But I'm done with that round. I just want to let people know,
End rant.
I can see sometimes I feel like we get selfish as DJs. We're always trying to play everywhere. We're always trying to think about ourselves. We could play this, we could play that. But this it's more than just us. There's a lot more other people. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just like my motives when I'm throwing events. Just trying to have a good time, bring like-minded people. I'm sure it's the same way with you. Obviously hearing a little bit more. And how do you feel about everything so far, man? I mean, obviously now it seems like we could start throwing shows. Local government or ordinances are not fucking, getting on our head.
Yeah.
We both have been starting to throw shows now since the past last month. How's everything working out over there? You're in, man. Everything good?
It's working out good. You know what I mean? We're doing the best we can. Obviously going out is risk enough. Like I'm here, like I don't have a mask on with you, but it's kind of like we've broken bread. You know what I mean? We're here, we're talking.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like I've assessed the situation. I'm cool. You know what I mean?
I got you.
But it's like when we do the events over there,
I got COVID though.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Nah, I was just playing.
I already had it. I'm good.
Hey, but if you guys are vaccinated, comment. We want to congratulate y'all.
Yeah, amen.
I don't know why. I don't know.
You're doing your part.
Get
seriously. do what you need to do. What you feel you need to do. But that's what we're doing with the events. You know what I mean? It's we're still trying to provide a safe environment right now that we're still dealing with this, and it is still serious. You know what I mean? Opinions or not, there's been people that have been dying. I know I've had it once. I've had some friends who've had family members pass from it too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I've had other people too that have lost friends from unfortunate incidents, and it's like we definitely gotta do as much as we can individually to try to prevent shit like that.
Exactly. So that's what I feel like. That's why we still try to have everybody have their mask on inside. Sometimes it's a fight, but not a fight, but like it's like, hey, a little reminder, put it up real quick, because we have people at my house who are immunocompromised too. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to have that on the back of my mind, and and things like that. Outside, obviously we're free with it. I
get what you're saying. Yeah.
Go out there, you're breathing your own air, kind of jazz. But it's like a consideration thing. I know we're getting closer to being more back to normal.
Right now, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. My brain, I'm always just considerate. I think that's just me, though.
No, yeah. I mean, if you could show respect, whenever you can, I think people will allow themselves to show you that exact same respect too. So I mean, I appreciate that approach. Speaking on safety, before we get into EDM Confessions, I mean, I'm sure you've thought about this, but I feel like I have seen a bunch of incidents too where safety is one of the biggest things I care about when people come to my events. And I've been seeing a lot of cases with a lot of shows. Maybe not. I mean, a lot of times maybe in Inland Empire, but maybe just not EDM wise, but just anywhere in the club scene environment. I feel like I'm sure you got this in your mind too, and I hope every other club promoter and every club coordinator gets this in their mind is definitely look out for all of your attendees that are attending. And when I say that, like, you know, just look out for anything sketchy. You know, if you see anyone, you know, that's like gonna be potentially gonna be taking something that's like hardcore, like a drug or something, you know, like, please interrupt that and please intervene. If you see some shady shit, a bunch of group of men, you know, wanting to take advantage of some girls in a club, and you know, whether they're trying to get them a drink and put like, you know, something in the drink, you know, we need to confront that, and we need to like be on top of that shit, because we want to make our guests. And I've seen a bunch of people say that, oh, my friend blacked out, he had something put in his drink like last week, or I had my homegirl who had blacked out at this one club event, and you know, they probably put something in his drink. I want to just talk about that just a little bit, not too much, but I just want to just let that know that, you know, whenever you do go to a low end, and I'm gonna speak for Rava too, just because I think he can agree with me too, is that, you know, we're gonna be looking out for y'all. You know, if we see anything shady, if we see anything, you know, that could potentially harm your life or become a danger, not just for yourself but for others, you know, I'm hoping that, and I'm sure, again, Dan, you know this, everyone else, like, we're going to be on our best behavior, and we're going to be on our best professionalism to make sure that you guys are all safe. And I just want to like let all you guys know, whoever attends any of my Husky shows or attend any of my low end shows, and again, also revival events and Lose the Tempo shows, anywhere like that I'm involved with, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to, you know, stop whatever fuckery or shadiness that I see, because I don't fuck with that, dude. I really don't fuck with that. You know, seeing a bunch of my, especially friends that I know, get into those incidents, and you know, because they don't deserve it. No one deserves to wake up in the morning not knowing what happened last night.
Exactly, you know, and I do feel that way, you know, speaking on it.
I don't think a lot of people talk about this as much, and I feel like
sometimes it's like it's a rough conversation, like a hush, you know.
No, it is a rough conversation.
Yeah, you know, I know there's other areas like different scenes and stuff like that where it's common, it's rampant, you know what I mean? And I just feel in general, you know, keep an eye. I think in general, like for the rave scene, or what I feel like I want to upbring in the rave scene is that taking care of somebody, you know what I mean? Right, you see somebody on the floor, they're waking out already, like, hey, are you okay? Like, do you need water? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna be alive and you're gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one thing too, that because again, there's gonna be people that take also like their recreational with drugs right out there.
Yeah, and a lot of times can't stop everybody.
And a lot of times, yeah, you could try to monitor everything, but a lot of times you can only just try to help them out as much as they can if they're either having a bad trip or a bad reaction to it. And just one thing too, if you guys see someone like kind of acting weird, or you know, possibly having a bad trip, like, don't go on your phone and like
record them.
Don't record them or anything like that. Like, honestly,
I hate seeing those videos of people like fried out on a pill and they're like, and it's like, why don't you like see if they're okay, you know, like. That's kind of the shit that like bugs me a lot, because I can't see myself I can't see myself recording someone like having a bad trip without me having to be like, in the actual video you can see like, hey bro, like, are you okay?
Like I just won't see me recording some shit like that. Like, some people find entertainment in that, and I don't find entertainment in that, just because with my fair use, like, it's not cool to just like how would I say this, to freaking intensify whatever it is that they're going through, you know, like,
exactly.
you want to make things calm, you want to relax them, and you know, just lend a helping hand, and don't fucking, you know, make it an embarrassing moment for that person or for yourself. You know, it's just look out for each other. That's just the main thing. Look out for each other. You know, if someone's giving you a drink, look at your drink. You know, again, like, I just want to let y'all know, like, I really care about y'all. I've been there's a lot of stories, not just my friends, but just around the world. Like, let's just try to spread that safety awareness and like look out for everyone. And I don't know, just wanted to.
No, it's excellent. Honestly, I don't know, like,
it's really good. We don't need to talk about that much. And
safety,
like,
bro.
Safety means a lot to me, just because I don't know. I just don't want people going through a bad incident. And you know, great time. Just come and have a great time.
No, we had to do that at a previous show. You know, somebody got, you know, super hammered, you know, and saying inappropriate things to the girls, and like, you know, looking down their shirts, like awkwardly making them uncomfortable. Yeah, you know, and it's kind of like, we're about peace, love, unity, and respect. And like I said earlier, like, I wanted people to be comfortable here. If you're not comfortable, like, okay, I gotta fix something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty chill, I'd like to think. And this guy he was grinding my gears, and he was just incoherent. And then he was like, well, you know, I'm just looking for drugs, man. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And he's like, free shrooms, bro. We're like, dude, we're not about that here. You got to go. Like, you got to get out of here. Right. You know? It was a whole debacle itself. But, like, we try to keep an eye out. And sometimes we're not perfect.
Oh no, no, we're not, and we're not. Again, some people will try to make it work to where like if they have to go sneak into the restroom, into the bathroom stall, do it real quick, come back. We're never just gonna. We can always just try to make things smooth as possible.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too. I'm sure you can always come up to Daniel at his events. You can always come up to me or Animal or Robert at any of our low end and Elusive Tempo shows. If you guys are feeling uncomfortable, you guys are seeing something, you guys want us to do something about it, let us know.
Vocalize it.
And again, we'll the people running the event, they got a power to to fix things. So address it, be vocal about it, and don't be embarrassed. And it is it feels embarrassing, but trust me,
we'd rather you
communicate.
Be safe.
Yeah, we want you to be safe, but that's about it. Safety. Anyone that's watching, throwing shows, like keep that in mind for your attendees. Keep that in mind for your DJs too. Anyone just performing, safety. We want to have you guys around. We want to keep you guys, coming through, having a great time. So I feel like Amazon, dude. Safety. But shit, enough about that shit, bro. Let's fucking get to our next segment, dude.
Let's do it.
Which is EDM Confessions. Are you a little bit familiar with this segment?
This one, no, I've not tuned into EDM Confessions.
All right, so EDM Confessions is pretty much our own version of a card game. And with the cards is essentially they got different types of scenarios that that you put yourself in, and then you pretty much would you let us know like how you would react to a certain situation.
Got you.
For example, like one of the cards is like, if there was a new EDM genre, what would you call it? Just like little stuff like that. So maybe you would get it, maybe you won't. But just so like new listeners and viewers, they don't have an idea what EDM Confessions is. Those are the type of questions or scenarios that that will be asked upon between us two. So. Really excited to do this with you, man. This kind of opens up a little bit more of your personality in dance music, so I'm really excited.
I'll take these back. Ooh, I got the magic.
Episode 25, homie.
That's a good number right there. It's a quarter,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a quarter to 100, bro.
Yeah, you're there.
If we do it 3 more times, we'll get to 100, dude.
There you go.
We already did it once.
It's one foot in front of the other. Sorry.
It sounds familiar. Where's that track from?
It's from...
Where's that from?
Back in the day, like the Christmas specials, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like when they're teaching how
that's
to
where
walk.
it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
It's an oldie but goodie.
Right on.
It's an oldie but goodie.
Hey, if you guys been enjoying the episode, once again, make sure to follow us on our social media. Make sure to follow Daniel at Revival_Events. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure you're notified every time it drops. So. Appreciate the support. Now let's get started with EDM Confessions. So if you want, bro, you can actually start off the EDM Confessions. You can ask me the question first.
I'm asking you.
And then we'll go back and forth, homie.
Got you.
Let's get it.
You're in charge of the lineup and can only book 3 DJs. Who are you booking?
Woo! I like this question. I really like this question. What kind of lineup do I want? Do I want a new, updated lineup? Do I want a veteran lineup? That's pretty hard. But you know what? Let's go with a new lineup. I want to go with a new lineup.
Do it.
So let's put in some new artists in there that I've been fucking with. Honestly, one of them's gonna be Yojas, and I think Robert's cheesing out right now for sure. Oh yeah, hey Yojas, if you tuned in back in, killing that shit. I want you on the lineup. Whenever that's possible. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. So. Yojas, if you're not familiar, he's like a really sick ass trap bass artist. More on the trap side of things, but sick ass stuff. Definitely check out his stuff.
Check it out.
Another person, I mean, this is still within dance music, but it's not like heavy bass, heavy house shit. I'm really a big fan of Medicine. Yeah, so Medicine does a little bit more of like that electronic pop R&B feel. Like does a lot of like those lush R&B electric pop remixes of like other songs, but he does his own shit too, and
kind of like groovy bass lines.
Groovy bass. Think of it like Flume kind of vibes too, but it's like it's a little bit more. Actually, no, yeah, it's in that direction of Flume. Yojas, Medicine, and honestly, yeah, I still consider this like electronic. If you guys are familiar with some producer called Sam Gilletry or Sam G, he's like a really dope ass person that does sick ass electronic beats. I mean, bass sometimes is like heavily distorted. He has like the signature, the plugs, his chords, his music theory is just insane. And I feel like that type of performance in a live setting, especially with the lineup that I just provided, it not only diverse, but it just gives another perception of what dance music could be. Because a lot of times when we think of dance music, it's like, okay, build up, drop. Or it's like, all right, open up the fucking pits.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's not like that. And I feel like a lot of times people are are perceived to think that a lot of EDM events is like that.
Just supposed to be like that, all hype.
That's one of the biggest things as to when Porter Robinson started his world tour. He got on Twitter and he started bashing on people that would come in with like Indian outfits or like try to like rage and shit, because his world tour album wasn't anything like that. You know, they were trying. Segura, which is one of our homies, like he knows about the suit. We went to a World's Tour album in the Fox Theater in Pomona in 2014, and there was like people there were people like, that were trying to rage, but they weren't really trying to connect with Porter Robinson and his music. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like that, for me, that doesn't sum up EDM music. Like going there to rage.
There's emotion.
A lot of times it's emotion. It's that connection, and Porter Robinson does a really great job. Creating a storyline, creating a journey.
Tugs at the heartstrings.
Yeah, and a lot of that shit is not shit to like open up for mosh pits or to fucking go crazy. Like EDM is not just that. EDM is, you know, feeling a connection, feeling those emotions, and you know, especially sometimes even relating to it. And a lot of times EDM shows are not ragers. They're just actually to get connected more with the artist. And I feel like with this lineup, that's where I wanted to go more forward, more towards with just like a much more deeper, lineup that's like a bit much more deeper, and you know, people that can connect more to. They're not worried about like, oh, let's start the mosh pit. Let's see how big we could get this mosh pit or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
like they actually want to be there and like, oh, like I want to feel this shit. He's playing his shit, and I want to feel it. And sometimes EDM is like that. It's not just ragers. So I think that would be my lineup, bro.
No, totally.
But yeah, check them out if you're not familiar with
the
artists. Also, too, dope. You guys, dope artists. You guys should check them out. SoundCloud, Spotify.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right, Daniel. I'm actually really curious to know which one's this one. Which EDM track have you cried to? Let's get it, homie. Hey, let us know in the comments
which
too.
One haven't I?
Yeah, let us know in the comments too. SoundCloud, YouTube. Which track you guys have cried to? We want to know.
Yeah. God, there's so many. You know what? Recently. Oh, what am I gonna do here? This is a heavy one.
You're like, damn, I cried to a couple.
I cried to a couple. You know. I'd have to say one that, if I was going to go back to a specific show, it was a Darren Styles set.
Darren Styles, okay.
Yeah, so a little happy hardcore, hard style. He covers it, you know.
Okay.
But he was playing just all of the favorites that have just like had emotional like connections and like influence in me and my hearts and my souls, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, man, it was Us Against the World.
By Darren Styles?
By Darren Styles, yeah. He had dropped that one.
That was it for
It was just magic. You know what I mean? Like, it was banger after banger, all of my favorites, and then that one just hit, and it hit a part in my life where, you know, I felt like I had that energy and I had that power. And
I got you.
It was just, you know, and it was a connection, and it was a sharing of all this magic, you know? So as soon as that dropped, I was like, that's it, you know? All fucking came on down.
For sure. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, thanks for sharing us that track title. You know, that way, if anyone else like listening or watching, they could go and check it out. You know, maybe they could feel that same connection.
Hell yeah. Darren Styles, Us Against the World.
Right on. Awesome. All right, here we go, man. Oh, actually, yeah, your turn.
Let's do it. All right. So you're throwing a rave. What are you going to call it?
Bassatopia.
The instant. Are we getting a Bassatopia soon?
Interesting. Interesting.
Sneak preview.
Probably. Maybe Revival will do a Bassatopia.
Oh.
You never know. Maybe.
You never know.
Shit. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. Honestly, a lot of people have done Bassatopias. I think. No, but I think honestly, straight from the dome, Bassatopia.
Bassatopia.
Oh no, fuck that. You know, this fucking. Let's throw that in the trash. Bass Temple.
Bass Temple.
Bass Temple. The Bass Temple.
Okay. I like that.
But it would be indoor. Because obviously the temple were inclined to being indoor.
Indoor?
So yeah, the Bass Temple. And being at the actual temple. Actually, yeah.
That'd be dope.
So,
that'd be dope.
Yeah, right off
the bat.
There's a lot
of vibes there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vibes.
The Bass Pyramid. Throw a rave in a pyramid.
Talking about power structures now, man.
Look, man. You never know.
Never know.
Once we start doing global tours, one of our stops is going to be fucking Egypt.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, don't pull up in the cars. Camels. Free camel parking. Does that shit exist? Do you gotta pay for parking if you got a camel? And actually, that's a real goddamn question I want to ask. Like,
no, man. Let's get it.
Some Egyptians can like fill me in on that shit, but I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I'm a stupid American.
You gotta jujule it.
Right on. But yeah, base temple.
Base temple.
Real quick, what about you?
Oh man. That's what I miss about doing like the monthly backyards is trying to find a little name to toss into it. There's been a lot.
There's a throat to it for sure.
Yeah, there is. You know what? There's one that I want to get back to. Gotta make this shit happen. We're supposed to do a partnered show with follow 'em SM Bass. The homies there.
I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah, we were gonna do I Heart House.
I Heart House?
I Heart House.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And low key, like, it never was able to, like, happen. I want to make that shit happen. Like.
Well, real quick, what are the obstacles?
What do we
need to do to make it happen?
Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta sit down with them and talk.
Right on.
Life's been a little hectic. We were talking about that earlier, you know.
Sure,
like,
right on, yeah.
You know, getting bombarded with everything. You know what I mean?
I feel it, yeah.
But hopefully in the near future, I need to talk to them.
Sounds good. Well, again, if you guys are wanting to stay updated, again, in the beginning of the video or towards the end of the video, I'm going to show the social media handle of Daniel's for the Revival event, so you guys can stay updated on that.
Thank you.
For sure, man. All right, here we go. Next question. What EDM genre best describes your personality?
Shit.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Hey, bro, if anyone says sheesh, like in a restaurant, I'm just gonna stand on my chair and like scream, sheesh. You know, just so people know that I'm about the sheesh.
You're about the sheesh?
I'm about the sheesh.
Dude. Hashish.
Everyone right now just said sheesh behind the screen, bro. I bet you, bro, right now.
Sheesh.
When we said sheesh, all the homies and homegirls were like, sheesh.
I remember growing up, hearing my brother say that, sheesh. It just sticks with you.
Hey, all of a sudden it becomes viral in 2021. Ain't that some shit?
You know what? That's what happens. Time is cyclical. It repeats itself.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What genre are you feeling? What genre you think best describes your personality?
I would probably have to say trance. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like trance overall would like describe your personality? Why do you choose trance? Yeah.
Okay. Because trance in general, like if we're splitting off into subs and subgenres, you know what I mean?
For sure.
You go
Yeah.
Side trance and all that jazz, you know what I mean?
Nice,
But in general, though, trance is a lot of emotion. You know, it's got like this driving energy. You feel me? But at the same time, you can have slow breaks. You know what I mean? You can calm down for a second. You can take a breather. You know, you can feel like, okay, here's a little bit of serenity. That's actually through the show. It's called Serenity. I wish we had a little bit more serene music, but, you know, ish happens.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like there's a lot, you know, and I think you'll see that in the pattern of a lot of my answers. You know, it's hard to culminate on one specific thing. You know, I think it's kind of like what the idea said of the show. Like, I don't want to just focus on one thing. Like, it's an experience. Right. You know what I mean? And I feel people, too, we're all experiences. It's hard saying black and white, left and right.
Yeah, because life isn't black and white.
It's not even
stupid gray.
Look, even with the yin yang, like, that's it. There's, like, good and evil. You know what I mean? Evil and good. It's that light and the dark. It's a balance, you know? So I feel like side trance kind of balance, or in general trance, sorry. I'm thinking a little bit of, you know, a little bit of hard stuff right now, too, though. That's, I guess, popping out of my subconscious. But trance, I feel like it culminates a lot of my energies, you know? I'm ready to go for it, but I can sit down and I can slow down and I can cry and I can introspect and, like, I can just feel and I can groove and I can love. But I could rage. I don't know.
Couldn't describe it any more perfect through my ears, bro. Honestly, like that was a great answer, really great answer.
Thank you.
I couldn't have described science trance like that. Maybe it's just like I don't have the capability, mind capability to do it. But honestly, that was a really great description of how and why you feel psych trance is like, or trance in general. Yeah, trance in general is like more relatable towards your personality. That's what's up, dude. And honestly, it's always so cool to know shit like this because. You'd be surprised how many people that follow you would want to. Maybe they wouldn't think they'd want to know this type of stuff. They'd be like,
it's kind of like
an
interesting little fact.
Yeah, it's an interesting little fact, and I've always liked about EDM Confessions. It's like it's really dissecting more into your personality and kind of really seeing the pieces to the whole puzzle of what you strive for. So
yeah,
it's pretty tight, man. I really like the answer.
Oh yeah,
trance, homie, trance. What did I say last episode for me? I think one of the episodes I said fucking liquid drum and bass.
That's a good.
Because that shit's like the drums are there, like they slap, but then the melody's like, god damn, like how is this so good?
See, why are you doing this to me? Now you brought something else, and I'm like, maybe I'm a little liquid drum and bass. but you feel it's still on that side of emotions. But I guess each genre has that, because then you got like what is it? Future bass. It's like soft, soft
it's like melodic trap,
like melodic trap dubstep. Like it goes in between like those realms, depending on the producer.
They got future rhythm now and shit. All this shit.
You see, you feel me?
Did you know about that?
No. I'm about to go listen to some fucking future rhythm.
Hey, look, that shit be slapping sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
But you see,
sometimes.
All right.
I'm just fucking. It slaps all the time.
Okay.
You're fucking mad, fuck, dude.
So you know what? That is gonna segue into this next one quite nicely.
Oh hell no! I already know this motherfucking part, bro.
All right,
Robert, that's like on the other side of the camera. Always does this fucking shit, dude.
We're talking about now. Okay. Different genres and different subgenres and whatnot. So now you need to create a name for a new EDM genre.
Actually, not the card I was thinking, but.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? I fuck with this card. I fuck with this card. All right, shout out Robert for switching this shit up. Yeah, I was just tired of saying the wrong or the repeated answers. But
feel you, dog. All right, so
new name for an EDM genre. Honestly, it sounds good to me. Electric.
Just electric.
Yeah, electric music. Yeah.
Just electric.
Yeah,
I like it.
I make electric music. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think for me it'd be like I'll let you know what this genre is.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a combination.
You're gonna go in the studio and just fuck it up.
Yeah, it's a combination of bass house and drum and bass. So it's got drum and bass tempo, drum and bass drums, but bass house synths.
All right, let's do it.
Electric.
Let's do it. Shoot me the track. I'll share the fuck out of it.
Well, give me some time to make the track. I don't know if there's any like type of tracks like that.
I mean, you know what? You got to be the pioneer.
There you have it. If you guys don't find shit, create it. Become the pioneer of it.
Create it.
Honestly, that's a lot of people. Honestly, they make their own lanes, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like a lot of artists and not just artists, but a lot of people trying to dwell into different scenes. They try to fit in.
Yeah.
And I respect that approach, but I heavily much more respect the approach of not trying to fit in and doing your own thing.
Putting a piece of you into it.
Yeah, you're not following someone else's like motives. Like, you could definitely tell like it's all from you, like from scratch type shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I respect that for sure. Yeah, but yeah, electric.
Electric.
And off the bat, I think it'd be a combination of drum and bass and bass house. Being that the drums is drum and bass style, tempo is like higher, 174, but the synths is like heavily bass house inspired.
Feel that.
I don't know. Kind of think of how that would sound and
it's
electric.
Groovy. It goes because it's almost like with the halftime feel. Like if you think about it, so you could play on the fast slow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would call it electric. Yeah.
Electric.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Last question. Would you rather be a shuffler or a glover, and why? And anyone that's watching and listening, let us know too.
Damn.
Would you rather be a shuffler or a glover, and why? In the comments, please. We want to know.
This one's hard because, like, I told you guys earlier before we were recording, I'm a jack of all trades, but a master
and he is,
of none.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. You know what? I like to move and I like to groove, so I'd probably have to say a shuffler. I like to dance. I like to get out there and do it.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, like I love gloving, you know, I love flow, I love poi. Like I usually end up combining all of them in some weird way, you know, but I like to move my feet.
Okay,
I like feeling the music. I'm like the guy that's like in front of the bass cabinet, just like
soaking it in.
It go through my back, reverberate through my whole body, get the frequencies, like
full body bass massage.
Dude, yeah, you know, I gotta touch my soul.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it.
Yeah, that's one thing too. When I'm listening to like dance music, you gotta feel it to fully experience dance music. Because you can listen to dance music on a Bluetooth speaker and it'll sound clean, don't get me wrong, but hearing dance music on a fucking professional live set, maybe not live set, but a professional sounding system.
Yeah, it's different.
Like, God, it hits different and you feel it. And that's the thing about music. You want to feel it.
Exactly.
And you just feel it. Yeah. It's a great feeling.
You have to. You know what I mean? It vibes. You know, there's vibes all around us.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, our voice is a vibration. It's a sound vibration. It's a wave.
Yeah,
you
facts.
feel me? Like, you know, vibrations going through the floor. Like, that music gets into the walls. It gets into your soul. Like, it's transformative.
You know, before I was a DJ, I was actually, now that I think about it, I was actually already involved in dance music way before I was a DJ, man. Because I started shuffling.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was in middle school, and I would like start shuffling to like, I was shuffling to electro house back in the day, right? And you know, there was genres like fidget, progressive house.
Fidget.
You know what you know about fidget?
Fidget,
man. Man, that's just.
I'm lost on a lot of artists, but I can fucking groove to some fucking jump. You know, I can fidget around everywhere.
Yeah, so you know, now that we brought up this question of like shuffler or glover, now that I think about it, I was actually already involved in dance music way before I started DJing. I feel like I've said this a bunch of times where like I started getting into dance music when I started DJing, but nah, dude. Now that I think about it, I started expressing myself through dance music, through shuffling.
There's always that pinpoint.
The initiation,
yeah,
like
that's
the gateway into everything. And yeah, shuffling was just a way for me to express myself, because like, you know, I wanted to let people know that like this shit's tight, but it's kind of hard for people to get into it by you know, a lot of times,
man, you gotta listen to this track,
like listen to shit, and they're like, nah, this shit ain't fucking this shit ain't Drake. What you mean, fool?
Oh yeah.
But when you see people shuffling to like dance music, it's a bit more appealing. They
pulls them in.
They could get more convinced. Like, oh damn, this is what dance music makes this fool do. Like that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And that's crazy, because for me, I would answer it as shuffler, because I started off shuffling. I tried to get into gloving, dude. My fingers were not fucking with it, dude. My fingers were just like screaming at me, and like they were just like, nah, bro, just let the feet do all the work. Like, I'm trying to chill.
Yeah,
that's what my fingers were telling me.
I feel you, and it's hard. And I actually in middle school, that's why I was looking at gloving videos. So going back to not realizing where everything kind of starts again. So, you know, going back to it in middle school too. One of my favorite ones was to watch Gummy. He was doing a glove set to a hide and seek remix.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That goes to show a lot more of my music influence too. Like, I just love vibey shit like that. Like, I like remixes that pull off, like, you know, other artists who are very musically inclined. Like, if you listen to Mogan Heap, like, her albums are like crazy. Like, you wouldn't think of it, but it's vibey. There's a bunch of strings, and then you're like, wait a minute, that's a drum and bass beat, like, in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But wait, there's a trumpet that's going in there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
She has a side project with another guy. I think he goes by Guy. They do Frou Frou. You know, have you seen Garden State?
Garden State?
Yeah.
You know what it sounds familiar about? It's not.
It's Natalie Portman and the guy from fucking Scrubs. I forget his name, the main character. But one of the main tracks in there is Let Go, jumping for what you're waiting for. It's a groovy one.
Damn, bro, you got a singing voice.
Shit,
what the fuck, fool?
You got me.
Damn.
I'm forgetting the cameras here, you know.
Holy shit. Hey, I got some work. I got some music I'm working on. I need some vocals.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Shit, we'll get you your royalties.
It's hard. It's hard making music or finding the time, but I love doing it.
I'll get you paid out, for fuck it, run it.
No, we could just fucking make a track, dog.
And get paid out. What's good?
All right, fucking get paid out. Thank you.
Bread, dude. Hell yeah,
but it's a vibey one. But yeah, so that's where it started, is just watching that, and I was just like enthralled with the lights. I was like, what the fuck are they? They're doing all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell's going on there? You know? And I was like, and it's moving to the time. Like, he's matching it up with the groove and with the feel. And wait a minute, just 2 lights right now is perfect, actually. Oh, he busted out all 4. Like, he opened his fucking hands and you got all these lights going everywhere.
He tapped his finger and now that shit's strobing.
What the hell's going on? You know, it blew my mind, just the artistry to it, you know, and the beauty of it. You know, but it's just funny. Like I said, that's a part of me too. But I feel like I can express myself a little bit more dancing. Like I said, I need to get up. I need to groove.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
I need to move.
All right, for sure. Well, there you have it. Fucking the shuffler right here, Daniel the Shuffler, man. You still shuffle? No.
Not well. You know, I like doing,
I
like doing a lot of tech step too, cause since I do listen to the drum and bass. You know, it's the same concept. It's a little different. There's different breaks and different stops.
I'm gonna have to look into that dance.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm familiar with that.
Or like there's old school like dancing. I don't know it's exactly what it's called, but it's like this halftime and you do like a little pony trot and it's like, I don't know, I forget.
Familiar with Tectonic?
Yeah, a little fucking
the hands and shit. Yeah. That's one way to express that.
I love that
dance
shit.
music.
But
yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, well.
But yeah.
Shit, well, yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah,
that was a good segment.
Yeah, dude, it's a EDM Confessions, bro.
Thank you.
That was good. Got a bunch of good, dope stuff coming out with EDM Confessions. Hopefully we're able to expand this game, not just strictly just to our guests, but hopefully we get that in the hands of the public. So keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out. Follow us on Lose the Tempo. We're gonna be doing a lot of dope stuff.
Good platform for that. Instagram Live, no, because you can invite people on.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could do a split screen. You could be like, all right, pick a number 1 through 100. Whoever gets it, you're coming on and you're playing.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty tight.
Spreading the love, dog.
God damn, dude. Motherfucker, dude. I want to do that one shit. You ever seen Predator? When Arnold Schwarzenegger meets up with that one fool? He's like, you son of a bitch. And then they're like... That's the moment we had right now, bro.
Fuck, yep, exactly, dog.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, dude, that's EDM Confessions. That's the ending of it. I mean, I'm glad you had a great time on that, bro, because that's one of our favorite segments on the podcast is, again, just opening up a little bit more of that EDM personality and, trying to see what is it that you would do in certain situations and what kind of answers you would have for a particular question. So I think that, the viewers and listeners listening and watching, they were able to appreciate a little bit more of that deeper personality details, as to how you view things in the scene and dance music. So, I'm glad that you participated in it. I'm glad you had fun, bro. And,
yeah, dude, it was hella fun, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. So, thanks again for coming through. And before we end this segment as well, and before we get your autograph on the wall too, I actually want to just talk a little bit more about what is it that you have upcoming with revival events, or even maybe yourself. If you want to let your following, you want to let YouTube and SoundCloud know what can we be expecting from revival events, or maybe if not just revival events, anything that you're pursuing within the next couple of weeks or months. Let everyone know what's going on in the future.
Okay, for sure. So with revival, of course, we're doing our every 2 weeks we're doing our frequency show with our good friends over at Sub Factory Bass. You should follow them too. We'll get that little little thing going there for you. But yeah, right now we're just trying to make sure that we still stay in the swing with that. We don't want to lose the fire. We're constantly improving. So that's the majority of the plan right now, what's going on.
Right on, I got you.
Just making sure that we can get it to flow, and hopefully within a month or two, if we work out, some oil and some stuff like that, we can go ahead and start doing weekly events again.
Right on. Because it's all bi-weekly right now, right?
Right now, bi-weekly, yeah.
Okay.
So we just want to be able to create the best experience for you guys as we can. So just want to oil up the machine, get it going, and hopefully we can do that and break out. Planning, I want to try to do either something in the desert, maybe not, specifically a desert event, but I do stay out in Victorville myself, so maybe something over there, something small, but try to get a little bit of that revival flair out there in the desert for some people.
A lot of secluded areas out there too. You could do that type of stuff.
Yeah, also it's been a long haul trying to get this, but I'm gonna get some merch hopefully in the next few months coming out. Right on. Have a little bit of revival merch.
I'm telling you, man, like, you'd be surprised, people will buy merch. People will buy merch and rep your shit, dude. So, however soon you could get that going, dude, the sooner you get that going, the sooner you'll start seeing more of your attendees repping your shit, bro, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so merch is very important. You got any upcoming specific shows, like anything that we could go to within the next week or two?
Yeah, so we just had our show the other week, but the 14th is going to be our next event.
May 14th?
May 14th.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, so it's Friday, 2 a.m. Always repping those times for you. We're doing $10 at the door and free before 9:30. So
again, if you guys ain't trying to pay, you're trying to save some money, before 9:30, you got to be there.
Yeah, come on down, you know what I mean? Plus, we usually have a great opener. And if we're there about the music, we got to see what everybody's got to offer. You know what I mean? So
I'm glad you touched on that, because a lot of times events happen, and a lot of times people are just either they're pre-gaming it in the crowd or in the parking lot, they're spending that first hour just for whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
those openers need love too, because honestly you never know. A lot of times those openers become.
They fucking smack.
And next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, this fool was an opener. I didn't get to see this fool. I was too busy fucking
getting
pre-gaming
faded,
rolling the blunt, fucking whatever the fuck, dude.
Choose your poison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so again, just show love to the openers. You know, if you guys want, again, it's an incentive. If you guys want to get in for free, the only thing you guys got to do is just get there early. And not only you're just saving money, but you're showing love to the openers that are playing. Because a lot of times, like, honestly, harsh truth, 90% of the time, openers that play, a lot of times the crowd is not there. You know, they're either, you know, still lined up and shit. And so if you guys are able to make the effort to get there early as much as possible. I try to do it too. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I don't get there.
Happens.
Yeah, sometimes I don't get there on time early, and I'm not perfect. But again, the openers, and I've a lot of times I still see myself sometimes in a situation where I'll open places, and you know, I appreciate whoever can make it in those earlier times, because like those are very crucial. The energy and everything that you give to the DJ and shit, like, it helps out in the performance.
It's an energy exchange. You know what I mean? It's like,
I like that word.
You know how you said you were trying to convey that emotion with shuffling? Like, this is some cool shit. Like, you need to groove on this. Like, you should. You know, we don't want to tell people what to do. You should groove on this. You know? You're doing that same thing when you dove into DJing.
Right,
You're like, feel what I'm feeling right now. You know? So it helps when you have that audience.
Yeah, it really does.
You know, like, we had just, you know, big thing. We opened, you know, 2 rooms, you know. So that was our last show, was our debut of 2 rooms. And, you know, we're going to be doing that again. But we pulled out a lot of people for it because they were excited. They're like, wait, more DJs? We had 84 people there before we started charging them. Because they were like,
good,
fuck
dude.
it. Like, we want to go in there.
Right.
You know,
and we ain't trying to pay.
You know, but honestly, that doesn't even matter though. The thing was though, it's like they were jazzed about fucking 12 DJs being there, you know, and each opener had a fucking crowd.
That was good.
And that made me fucking happy.
That was really good.
You
and
know
not heard of commonly.
Yeah.
And that's good, dude.
You know what I mean? And
good that they
moving and grooving. You know?
Right.
And it was, you know, come on in. You know, whether it was getting in for free or whether it's the excitement of freaking, you know, more DJs being there, the openers got some great love, you know? Mm-hmm. Great love.
Yeah, honestly. Shout out to openers specifically, honestly.
Fucking man.
I've been there. Sometimes I'm still there. You know, like, there's times where, like, you know, we gotta sacrifice, you know, not being, trying not to be selfish, and, you know, just try to add to the event experience, you know?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly. So. You know, and this is maybe an idea too, like I guess it's more of my different musical influences, you know, like I've been practicing some spinning behind the scenes, but nothing too serious, but I have the issue of sticking to one thing, you know, because I want to, like, convey a feeling, you know, like I want to do some drum and bass, but, like, you know, go into some hardcore afterwards. They match, you know, they have the same energy. If you think old school stuff is hardcore and jungle.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
So it's kind of like you can get a little bit of that. So let's just say, like, say you're a drum and bass DJ. Fucking open up and do some, like, house. Like, maybe feel a different side of yourself that you're not open to. You know?
Yes.
That's something that, you know, look inside and look at all of you.
I'm talking to you, rhythm DJs. Honestly.
Wow, you really just said, you know what, these are the ones.
You know, a lot of times when I say shit like that, sometimes I say it in a humor way, but maybe it's not humorous. Maybe I was actually being serious, but that's for you guys to decide.
Wash my hands on that one.
I'm just playing. I love rhythm, dude. I fucking love rhythm. If I can marry rhythm, goddamn, dude.
Fucking wife it up.
Rhythm. No, but I like your explanation of that, dude. Honestly, yeah.
Thank you,
dude. Daniel, thank you so much for stopping by for the Spotlight series.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, man. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Let's start saying why not. Fuck why? Why not?
Why not?
So I'm trying to implement more of that. So you know, because again, why not? Again, if this is our platform, this is a platform for me to get, you know, see a little bit more as to what other people are, how they're thinking, you know, how they approach things, and again, it's maybe it may not feel like this, but it's an honor and a privilege to have you here.
I'm on the reverse, bro. I'm like, what? He's inviting me to be on here? Like, I was nervous. I was nervous to show up here today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, what's gonna happen? Like, what am I gonna say? Like, I don't know. It's just me, you know.
Yeah, I mean, did you feel comfortable throughout the whole
honestly,
episode,
dude?
man?
Hell yeah, dude. When I showed up here, it was good vibes right off the bat. You know,
that's good, man.
I appreciate it.
And I'm hoping that every past guest that we've had, they're continuing to tune in. Like they have felt the same way they came through. And any future guests that we might have that you guys are watching us, like we're always gonna keep on striving to make you guys feel comfortable and everything, man. So once again, Daniel, thank you so much for coming through, bro. And before we actually end the episode, dude, I want to get your motherfucking autograph, bro. You know, motherfuckers want to get your autograph, and
all right, hell yeah.
The wall want to get your autograph back here. So you wanna go ahead and join all of our past special guests.
I'd be honored.
Yeah, dude, go right ahead, choose a spot. If you want to look at the camera, maybe strategize where you want to put your autograph. And
I've been staring at this little spot right here.
Hey, bro, I'm feeling that one.
As soon as I turned around, it was like I gravitated. That's where it needed to go.
There you go, man.
It's right there.
Handle that, bro. And once again, if you guys want to continue to follow Daniel on Revival Events, it's right there to the side. Revival_events. Make sure to follow him. Make sure to follow the team and keep up with all the events that they're going to be doing. Make sure to follow Lucid Temple for more content, more special guest podcasts and appearances from local artists here. Give us subscribe to us, their channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video. All that means a lot. Also, too, big shout out to my partner Robert as well for always getting down on the audio recording, the video edits. He does a lot of work. So I want to let everyone know it's not just me running this platform.
Yeah,
it's
talking about behind the scenes.
Again, a lot of people they're not on the camera, so a lot of people think that I run this shit by myself. It's like that's true.
No,
that was true at a certain point, but ever since we started doing the actual video recordings, the YouTube channels with the podcasts, Robert, started helping out with everything, and it was a partnership after that, and so
a team, bro.
And it's a team that helps makes a lot of things possible. Because look, don't get me wrong, I could most likely would have done a lot of this by myself, but it wouldn't have been a piece of cake like how to have it with a team, to be honest, because
it helps.
It does help everything, bro.
Really perspectives too. Sometimes we get stuck in one perspective, and it helps to be, like I got another person here, I got another two people here. Let's see what they got to put onto this pot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the thing is we talked about it. And we were able just to make the experience that much more better.
Now look at us. Look at us, Robert. Look at us. Look at this shit. And I was just showing Daniel too. The new shit that we about to be on. The new shit. And Daniel knows a little sneak peek, and we're excited to show y'all. Honestly, fucking upgrade, dude. Daniel, thank you so much for coming through, bro. Cheers. Thanks for repping the Husky koozie. It means a lot.
You guys will see this on my Instagram handle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be releasing these koozies pretty soon too, and then also too, it comes with a QR code as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and scan, hey, pause the video, real quick. Go on your phone, pull up the camera, and let me know if you guys can scan this shit. Real shit, honestly. If not, if it doesn't scan, I'm gonna let the company know, hey, y'all fucked up on my shit. Nah, but hey, real shit though. Pause the video, let me know in the comments. Honestly, it's gonna help me out. But yeah, coming soon. So huskybase.com. Stay updated on me. At Husky Base everywhere, man. But enough about me. Fuck all that shit. Dude, Daniel, thanks again for coming through. Episode 25 of the Spotlight series here at Lucid Temple. Once again, where we talk about all the training topics of dance music and showcase upcoming platforms, music, and artists. I'm glad you had a great time. Thank you so much for coming through, Daniel. Once again, everyone go follow his platform. Stay updated. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Episode 26. So stay subscribed. Give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Awesome. Oh my bad. Did some of it get in your?
I don't give a fuck, dog. That's actually how I got my job in Highland. Got a little water on me. No, not quite a toast. But...
doing the barbershop stuff?
Yeah, well, like, next door we have a nail shop, right? And so my friends were getting their nails done. They're like, Danny, like, you're on your feet all day. Like, we're going to buy you a pedicure. And I'm like, bitch, I know how to relax. Fuck yeah. And then the girl, she fucks up and, like, gets the hose and, like, ends up squirting, like, all my pants. And I'm like, oh, shit, And she's like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. I was like, it's okay. Like, I'm used to shit happening like that, getting messy. I'm a barber. And she's like, oh, you're a barber? Yeah. She's like, oh, they're looking for people next door. And I was like, bet. Yeah.
Oh, damn. So right after your little pedicure, you
went right on it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yep. And then next thing you know, now you're working there.
Fucking there. 3 years now.
Hey, yo, if you guys ever need a cut, fresh-ass motherfucking cut. I mean, I haven't gotten the cut, but I've seen work. This fool puts in work. Where can they go get a cut from you, bro? If you want to publicly say something.
I want to publicly say it. Yeah.
No, but maybe like the area, like
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's good. It's like we're not like in like lockdown quarantine anymore.
I'm just trying to bring your business. I don't know what's good.
No, I feel you. God. It's Chop and Stash Vintage Barber. I'm over in Highland, 7354 Stony Creek Drive, Highland.
There you go. So anyone that's watching from Lose the Tempo, if you guys need a cut, you guys local in the Inland Empire, you don't gotta be. Even if you're in LA, fuck it. If you need a fresh ass cut, you're willing to make the drive. You're gonna go to Daniel right here, right? Highland. You go ahead and follow him at Revival_events because he also throw events too in San Bernardino, specifically right now Highland, San Bernardino, right?
Yeah, we're right there in the heart of San Bernardino.